Beyond the Plate RVA. I'm your host, Rebecca Peterson. I am so excited to bring back season 3, y'all. We're starting off season 3. Can you believe it? Season 3 of Beyond the Plate. And we have another awesome chef that we're introducing to Richmond. I am so excited to bring to you guys today. This is Chef Robin Carter. Yay! If I had sound effects, I'd have an audience cheering in the background for you. Chef Robin, thank you so much for coming on the show. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Oh my gosh, so tell us, what are we preparing today?
So today we're going to make a chicken and shrimp curry.
Oh Lord.
And it's not like a typical curry like you would think of, full of curry spice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's more so of a quick curry, but it's full of fragrant, fresh vegetables and herbs.
Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. This is something new for us because you're right. When I think curry, I think Indian curry.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Really spicy.
Yep. It's more so. It's got spices in it, but it does not have the curry spice.
Okay.
It's more of just intensifying natural flavors of vegetables.
Oh my
and
gosh.
herbs.
Okay,
Yeah.
This is fantastic. So we have a lot of stuff that you've prepared us that we're gonna get into today. And so let's get popping. While I'm asking you questions, you prepare us a fabulous gourmet meal. Okay. Oh my gosh. So where are you from, Chef? Tell us a little bit about where you're from. I see you representing that NC. I see that.
Yes. North
What's
Carolina.
up?
So I'm originally from North Carolina.
All right.
I have lived a lot of places around the South, Southern United States. But yes, originally from North Carolina. My family still lives there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what inspired this particular dish? Because I see kale. Y'all gonna see some wonderful fruits and vegetables here. Excuse me. So what inspired this particular dish as you're, putting stuff in the pots and?
So I am. Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. It's how we do it over here. It's all good.
So I have my personal trainer. I do meal prep for her sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And she's a busy lady. She has a family,
right.
So she likes to do things that are very quick and simple. And so, like, if she runs out of food that I have given her already, she can still make it really quick.
Okay.
You know.
So we're doing chicken and shrimp curry. So tell us first and foremost about your rice here, because she did a cool prep technique that I wanted to talk about.
So first of all, I'm using Thai jasmine rice today, just because the jasmine is just fragrant, and I just like the texture of the rice with the curry.
So how did you prep that though? I've never seen this before. You cleaned the rice.
Yeah, so I put it in a container just big enough to wash it in, and just filled it up with water and just kept rinsing it until the water ran clear.
And so why do we do that?
Because you always want to wash everything. I'm a huge proponent of that. I mean, it comes out of the ground, so you always want to wash everything, and then it just helps the rice to cook better.
Okay, so we're going to put it back. So what's the difference between? Because I think when we originally put this together, we were going to use
basmati.
Yes.
So basmati is a more nutty rice. It kind of tends to stay singular. Jasmine rice tends to clump, and it just. I just like the essence of jasmine. I like them both. They're both very delicious rices. I just like the Thai jasmine better with this curry.
Okay. So how much oil did we put in the pan?
So just enough to coat the pan. And I'm going to add the rice.
How many cups of rice is that?
2 cups.
Okay.
2 cups of rice.
So this meal is going to serve about 4 people?
8 people. 8. Well, the rice.
Oh, we eating good today.
The rice will serve about 8 people. The curry itself will probably serve about 4. But I love rice, so I'll eat more of a serving. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just like to make extra rice.
Okay, so we got 2 cups of rice, a little bit of oil, enough to cover the pan. Does it matter what kind of oil we put in the pan? So like I think this is
olive oil.
Olive oil.
Yeah. Coconut oil is best. With this, just because I use coconut milk and it brings it out. But I forgot to bring my coconut oil today. So
that's okay. We're gonna use that for. So how long are we cooking them? Or is it not to boil or fry, but
yeah? So I just do it with oil. I just add oil to coat the rice. So it kind of helps it. It'll clump, but it won't clump as much.
Okay, so for those of us who are not good rice cookers, do we have to stand over this rice?
You don't have to stand over it. We're gonna add water to it, or add stock.
Oh, chicken stock.
Yes, this is a technique that I use. You can always replace anything in a recipe with water with stock, just to make it more flavorful.
And so does it matter what kind of stock? Can it be low sodium, organic, regular?
Yep, it can be whatever kind of stock you want. I prefer organic low sodium or no sodium, just because there's so much salt in everything anyway.
Right.
So you can control your own salt when you do no sodium or low
Oh,
sodium.
look, our little bougie here today. We're getting organic. I love that.
Well, see, my thing is local. So everything that I always use is beyond organic, and I say that because most of the farmers I use can't afford the organic process.
Okay.
But they don't use pesticides or chemicals, so they are beyond organic. They
Okay,
can't
I love
technically call themselves organic.
Okay, so how much stock or
So
wine?
2 cups. So rice is usually a 2-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of liquid. So
Okay.
I got 2 cups, so we're gonna do 4
4
cups.
cups. Okay. And how long are we gonna let that?
So we'll bring it up to a boil, and then we'll put the lid on it and turn it down.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'll cook in about 20 minutes.
I've never cooked my rice like that before.
No?
So what's the difference between doing, or maybe it's the same, putting it in a big old pot, boil it, or just burn it?
No, really no difference.
Okay.
Really no difference. It's just I only have a couple pots, so I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So chef, you know this show is all about family.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Keeping everything as simple as basic as possible. Is this the dish? And we're gonna get more into like what's in this dish, but is this the kind of dish you could put in a one pot and let cook while you're at work?
You surely could. You don't have to have the rice at all. This is more of. It eats more of like a soup than it does a meal.
Oh, okay.
I just love rice, so I put rice. And to me, like a curry rice, it just kind of goes together. So,
okay.
but yeah, you could definitely just use this one pot and do everything in there and
And
call
be
it
done.
a day and be done.
All right. So while that's cooking, what are we gonna work on next?
All right, so now we got this pot. We're gonna put some oil in this pot.
Ooh, how much oil do we put in?
I just like to coat it. Tablespoon, 2 tablespoons.
Okay, thank you. Because some of us are
Yeah,
ingredient
I'm so
challenged.
sorry. I forget about that.
That's okay. So about 2 tablespoons.
About 2 tablespoons of oil.
And what are we dropping in there?
then we're going to so we have some kale, some very beautiful kale here.
Okay, now
Yes.
is that a specific kind of
It
kale?
is. It's Placento black kale. So there's like tons of kale.
Yes, okay, yes.
Tons of kale. This one to me is just way more flavorful. It's not as harsh as like say the regular kale that you always see in the store.
So where do you get that from?
I got it from Elwood Thompson, but yeah, you can get it
Elwood
from
Thompson.
most stores. Yeah, most stores.
Shout
you
out
can
to
get it from.
Elwood.
Shout out to Elwood. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Like I said, I'm all local. So.
Okay, so take it off the vine.
Yep. You want to
Yes,
take
yes.
out the stem because you can't digest that, so you don't need it.
No.
Then you just rip it off.
How
You can
much
cut it off
of
if
this?
you want. So you're just gonna buy a small bunch from the store.
Okay.
Just the way it comes. You don't need to measure. Just a small bunch from the store.
And we're gonna chop it off.
Mhm.
Question
Rinse
for
it.
people who maybe can't eat kale, can you replace this with spinach?
Spinach, yes, definitely. Any leafy green that you would like to.
Okay, that's
Not collards because they're gonna take a little bit.
because I was about to ask that.
Yeah. Sorry.
No
Let
collards.
me correct. No collards. You could do. Yep. You could do collards. You just have to take longer. It ain't gonna be a
Okay.
30-minute meal.
We need less than 30 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna do a rough chop?
Yep. We'll do so you want to do a small chop because this is a quick meal. Remember, so we don't need it to be too big. We want everything to cook pretty evenly.
So tell me a little bit about your cooking style. Like, what is your specialty or what are your influences?
So since I am from Carolina originally, so I've lived in North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina, and when I graduated high school, I went to South Carolina and I spent time down
You
there.
talked with her nice.
Sorry.
So
I
true Southerner. That's okay, right?
And yes, definitely. So when I lived in South Carolina, I went to culinary school. That's around late '90s, early 2000s.
So what
and
made you decide to go to culinary school?
I love food. Food is
Okay.
love. Food
Food
is
is
love
love,
to
yes.
me. Growing up, like the one thing that all of us did every day, my mom made sure, no matter what you did, no matter where you were at, you'd be at the table at 5
Right,
o'clock
we
to
had
eat
a
dinner
meal.
with everybody.
I love that.
Mhm.
So next we're adding broccoli.
Yep, we're adding broccoli. So you're just gonna take like a small head of broccoli.
Okay, fresh broccoli.
Yep, fresh broccoli. Just gonna cut off the bottoms. It should make it fall apart, but the bigger clumps just cut down. You just want bite-sized pieces. We're gonna take a small head of cauliflower
Ooh, cauliflower.
and do the same.
Okay.
Cauliflower is a little bit harder, so
Yes.
you're just gonna have to cut it. Yeah.
So literally, I mean, this doesn't, you don't even have a whole stack of it. You just have literally a head of each one.
Yep. You want a small head of cauliflower. So like cauliflower, get a small one. If it's, a really big one, just cut it in half and use the other half of the cauliflower.
Wow. And that's gonna feed 8 people.
Well,
canned feed is a group of people.
Yeah. It depends on how everybody eats, but like I say, I grew up with a mom that cooked for everybody, so like I don't know how to cook for a small amount of people. It's impossible for me, even if I try.
I've heard that. I've heard it. But this is a good way to also introduce vegetables to kids.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I think so because why most people don't like vegetables is because they're overcooked and they come out of a can.
Undercooked.
Yep, undercooked, overcooked, or come out of a can.
So you advocate for definitely fresh.
Yes.
Not frozen broccoli or frozen cauliflower.
No. You can definitely use it, and I understand. Like there are a lot of people out there.
Kind of expensive.
Yep, and that too, and they don't have time. But honestly, most of the time, if you get directly from farmers, your produce is so much cheaper than it is in the grocery store.
It's gonna taste better too.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So we got our. This is what I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out what in the name of holy sanctifiedness are these mushrooms?
These are mushrooms. These are oyster mushrooms.
I've never
So
seen.
these are golden rod mushroom, oyster mushrooms.
Wait, hold that up for the camera again.
Aren't they beautiful?
That is pretty.
This is another reason why I like to use fresh ingredients. I mean, just look at that.
How much is that?
That makes you want to cook.
Actually makes me just want to look at it. Not mess with it at all, but.
I think this 8-ounce thing of mushrooms was about $3.
Okay, that's not bad. So we're gonna use that whole thing?
Yep. We're just gonna cut off the bottom, and then you don't want that part.
No.
Kind of all falls apart. Yeah.
I've never seen mushrooms.
And then these are blue oyster mushrooms.
Never seen those either.
Yeah,
Blue
aren't they
oyster
beautiful?
mushrooms, they are.
And then you'll just cut off the bottom.
So this is making me want to take a trip down the vegetable aisle.
Definitely, you
I've
should
never
live in the
seen
vegetable
those.
aisle.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you went to
Got a red
culinary
onion.
school, or red onion. Okay, quick question for everybody to culinary school question.
Yes.
Do you have to use a red onion? Or
You don't. You can
Sweet
use
yellow?
sweet yellows, white, whatever you like. I just like red because to me it has more flavor.
I've heard that from a lot of chefs. They really like the red onion. Okay, so we're gonna dice and slice that up.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So back to culinary school. What did you think you were gonna do versus what did you end up doing?
So I originally went to school. I was originally going to school to be a political lawyer. At NC
Political
State.
lawyer. Okay. And what Raquel changed your mind about that?
Just like the inner workings of politics and government.
She got into class was like, nah.
Yeah, no. I wanted to do it to stand up for the everyday person, and as we all know in the state of the world right now, kind of doesn't always feel like it's working for us.
But food, like you said, is love, and it's another way to talk about bring people together.
Yes, definitely.
I like that.
And to help people. You know what I mean?
Ooh, our rice is boiling. I heard it smells good in here already. It smells good in here already.
That's the Thai jasmine rice.
Everything.
Yeah.
The aromas are just like all over the place here. I love it.
Okay.
So our
we'll
rice
let it come up to a roaring boil, and then we'll turn it down and cover it.
roaring. Oh God. Okay, so you got in there and you were like, I'm not going to do politics. I don't want to do cooking. I'm going to do cooking.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to go to the real world yet, so I was like, well, let me still go to a school. So I was like, oh, I like to cook. I've always liked to cook. So I chose culinary school. I started working in restaurants. My first real job was a restaurant. I was a dishwasher. I was 15 years old. So I've just never stopped working in the industry. I love it.
Okay.
It's what I love to do.
So working as a dishwasher, and now you're a professional chef, and you have your own catering company. How did that experience as a dishwasher? I mean, clearly that you saw a lot of things working in the industry, so you kind of have respect for all of those in the kitchen. But what was like the one big thing being a dishwasher taught you?
How to have patience.
Oh, yeah. Something a lot of us need to keep working on.
And just like how important you really are to the whole picture.
The whole team.
Yeah, like without one person in a restaurant, it will fall apart. And it's just like being back there by yourself washing dishes just teaches you a lot of patience. Teaches you a lot to deal with things.
Okay.
Like don't let things bother you because people come back there in a rush and they throw stuff and don't take it personal. You know what I mean?
Was your mom excited when you told her you were gonna go into the food industry? Or was she like, girl?
Yeah, no, I think she was excited. My family they're very big supporters of anything that we do. So
Okay, that's weird.
whatever we want to do, they're behind.
Okay, so you get into culinary school and like, how did you, like, y'all know I'm a baker. That's what I do. Maggie's Cupcake Cafe, right? We bake. But you said, no, that ain't your thing.
So yeah, in culinary school, we actually have to take a baking and pastry class, and I was just like, oh, this is difficult. Like there's a science to this.
Oh man,
like,
yeah.
I can throw a bunch of things in a pot and make it taste good.
There you
know
go,
what I mean?
bam.
But
Oh my
with
God.
that cooking, you got to be precise. It's
The
really
baking
a science to it.
There's
Yeah.
definitely the science. So we're throwing everything in the pot.
Yep, we're gonna throw everything in a pot. We're starting with the onion.
Oh, always start with the onion, right?
Yeah. Always start with the onion, I think. We're gonna cook that down.
This smells so good already. I'm hungry.
Well, that's a good thing.
I know, right?
We'll let that cook down.
Rice
This is
boiling.
going.
Yes.
We're good.
And so, when you came out of culinary school, did you already know that you wanted to start your own business?
So, working in restaurants. Yes, coming out of culinary school, because that's what they teach you to do, right? They teach you to open up a restaurant and run it successfully. I got out of culinary school, knew I wasn't ready to open up a restaurant, I was too young. But I knew I wanted to continue working in the industry. And culinary school made me realize I wanted to learn every single aspect of the industry. So that one day I can have my own. The best advice a chef ever gave me.
Yes, I was going to ask you that. Give it to me.
The best advice a chef ever gave me was learn for free from other people and let them pay you while you figure out what you're gonna do.
Man, that's cool.
Isn't it the best advice ever? And once I got it, like at first I was like, yeah, whatever. But then as I got older, I was like, this is the best advice somebody could have ever gave me.
Say that again to the people in the back.
Because I still got paid to learn how to master, or not even master, just perfect my craft, become better and better.
What's your favorite dish to make?
So I am a low country girl. Shrimp and grits.
Nobody was yesterday. Shrimp and grits.
Cornbread, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens.
Okay, I should have never asked. But let me ask you on your shrimp and grits, because I was in Savannah, Georgia for my little vacation. And I had me some shrimp and grits. What kind of grits do you use?
I like stone cold.
I knew she was going to say that.
Stone cold. Stone cold grits. I just like the,
Okay.
Yeah.
She definitely country.
A little bit.
I love that. So you like to do that down home cooking.
Yes.
That's what she
Yes. I love down home cooking. I like what I say is I like to make the food that everybody loves to eat, but they don't always like to admit that they eat it. So I take your comfort dishes and I put it suit and tie on.
Oh, I love that.
And I give
comfort
it to you like
dish with a suit and tie on it. Well, I'm gonna be wearing my suit and tie today. I'm ready to eat the country. As y'all can see, I like to eat. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so now we're putting everything else in the pot.
Yep, we're gonna add everything.
How at the end of it, how many cups of the broccoli would you say? That looked like a whole onion, right? That was a whole onion.
Yep, a whole red onion.
Maybe about 2 cups of chopped
About
broccoli.
2 cups of broccoli, about a cup of cauliflower. Yep.
And kale, or if you're using
A small bunch of kale.
small bunch of kale.
Or whatever spinach. Yep, about 8 ounces, so about a cup of mushrooms.
Okay. Do you are we gonna chop up the mushrooms, or you leave them whole?
I'm gonna leave them whole.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can definitely chop them if you want to, but I'm gonna leave them whole. I just love oyster mushrooms. So I mean, it's part of like the texture that they cook into and their shape and just how beautiful they are.
Oh,
so like I say, it's gonna be like a soup. So
okay, so dump that
it'll
in there.
cook down anyway.
I love that. We're gonna put stock in that.
Yes, we are.
Oh wow. Okay.
Stock and water, yeah.
Ooh.
A little bit of water.
And so, have you traveled to other countries to learn different techniques?
So I actually spent a little bit of time in Turkey.
Oh wow.
I have traveled to other countries, but I actually lived in Turkey for a little while.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and even like that's the one thing about this industry too is you can go anywhere and get a job. You don't got to be able to speak the language. You don't got to know the culture because you'll learn it all.
Food is the language. Too.
Exactly.
Right.
You'll learn it all.
Okay.
It's one of the easiest things to do because if you know how to cook, I'm confident enough to where I can walk into any kitchen and cook because I know what I'm doing.
Right. And so in Turkey, what was one of the best dishes you learned how to make there?
Um,
And would you advise chefs to travel to different countries?
Oh
and
yeah,
places to learn?
definitely.
Oh
just
my
like
God.
Anthony Bourdain used to do. I mean,
Oh, I
it's like,
loved him. A huge
yeah.
One reason why I
R.I.P.
started this show, right?
Yeah, R.I.P.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best things that you can ever do is just soak up as much of anyone's culture as you can because
Right.
why not?
Right.
Like we're all here, like we might as well all enjoy this life together.
So
you know?
in Turkey, when you were working with their food,
Mhm.
do you use any of that here? You like
Some of it, yeah, like because you can go to international stores and get some stuff. But it's just like there's just such a different quality of things, you know.
Love that.
Like once things come shipped from over there, it just loses its freshness
Right.
and meat and stuff just can't compare to like.
No,
what it is
I
over
learned
there.
that. I had a wonderful opportunity to go to Paris a couple years ago, and the food, I can't find anything. I mean, it just tastes
Yeah,
different. Oh my
it's
God.
just different.
What else are we working on our chicken? Are we?
Yep. So we're going to make the curry.
Ooh. Okay.
So
yes, I want to know how
what
we do that.
if you want to help me out with
Okay.
this, you can.
Oh, I got a chocolate.
This is a shallot. So this is where the curry, for people that are true curry people, no disrespect, this is just a fast, quick version of a
Don't nobody
simple,
call us
fresh
what
curry.
she's saying.
Exactly. So we're gonna put a whole shallot in there.
Ooh, that's garlic.
This is
Ooh,
garlic,
ginger.
yeah, ginger. So we're gonna.
Ooh, do I need gloves?
Yes.
Let me get a glove.
Let's give you some gloves.
I'm taking off my jewelry for this right here. 'Cause I wanna, look at that.
And see, even the gloves are Carolina blue.
And we want to wear this also though because some of the stuff, you can have a reaction to it.
This is true.
And we want
I have eczema, so my hands always
Oh yeah. Okay.
tend to break out.
So I'm
So you
taking-
want to peel the ginger with a spoon.
Oh wait, I've seen this.
Yep.
So you launched your culinary, your catering business. Tell us a little bit about your catering.
So when I lived I moved here from Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And when I lived in Austin, Texas, I actually started the business.
Okay.
But my family still lives in North Carolina. I'm originally from North Carolina. I miss it. It takes too long to get home from Texas. So Richmond actually kind of reminds me of Austin in the. Yep.
Drop it in?
Yep, just drop it in.
There we go. Bam.
And Richmond reminds me of Austin in the '90s, which is everyone's favorite Austin. If you know, yeah.
Okay, so I'm only doing one garlic, right?
No, that's ginger.
Ginger.
You're just doing one piece of ginger.
Okay,
Then
remember
you're
that.
gonna add
One piece of
4
ginger.
cloves of garlic.
4 cloves of garlic. Ooh, garlic. Ooh, y'all should smell this. Look, this is not even digestible yet. Not even drooling. Ooh, I love that. Ugh. What else can I chop up?
So that and you can add that basil.
Oh, everyone, this is fresh basil. How much is this?
So we're just gonna add a bunch of basil. So you
say a
just
bunch.
buy like probably about 4 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
4
right.
ounces, half a cup.
Good.
Half a cup of basil.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take this cilantro,
Ooh,
small
fresh
bunch of cilantro. So it'll probably come out to be about 4 ounces as well.
I never know how to do that with fresh herbs like that. When they say 4 ounces,
Yep.
so just a bushel.
Yep. Just how it comes in the store.
Just how? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now how it comes in.
Pick off the rest of this basil and put it in
She gonna use
there.
all this basil, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it. I mean, just the different cacophony of smells, and I use the big word, cacophony.
I don't even know what that word is.
It means a whole lot.
Okay.
The various smells. This smells so good. Okay, so we're mixing that up.
Yep. Mixing
Alright.
this up. Gonna turn it down a little bit.
Getting ready.
Yep. We're gonna add the rest of this kale
Right here?
to it. Yep.
Ooh, and now how much? This is about 4 ounces?
So it's probably about this whole thing is a pint. So this is 2 cups.
Okay.
So no, not in there. No, it's okay. Yep.
Did it
Just
wrong.
take it out. We're gonna put it in here.
We're putting it in the other thing.
Yep, we're
You know
putting
I'm
it
gonna
in
go
the-
crazy and put it right up in here. This is why I don't cook. This is why I bake. That's okay.
Yeah,
This is
that's
how you
fine.
learn. This
That's
is how we
fine.
learn. I think I got most of it out.
Okay, that's fine if you don't. It'll blend up, so it's okay.
It's gonna be delicious anyway.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
All right.
This is why Rebecca doesn't do a lot of cooking. But that's okay. No, I love it. As a matter of fact, when you were first learning how to cook, how many mistakes did you make?
Oh, so many. I still make mistakes. Like that's how you learn how to get better, right?
True. I've actually had baking mistakes that have turned into some of of the best desserts I've ever made. And I mean that.
Exactly. I tend to work with it. I have a couple, because I rent commissary space from Hatch Kitchen on the south side.
Hey,
Shout out Hatch. and a lot of the chefs in there, we talk to each other all the time, and we're all, like, you can see us in there sometimes when we're like down to the wire, we gotta hurry up and get something out. And then we look, and then like we'll have other people taste it and be like, yo, that's the best thing you ever made.
Right.
And it's like how like.
But that's how you learn,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, and it's like, but you're so technical at times, and then other times you just got to put stuff together, and it,
Right.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you started your catering. You were inspired to do that because you wanted. That's just what you've always wanted to do. Have your own business.
Because I never wanted to own a restaurant because I worked in them for so long. I was like, I don't want to own a home restaurant. That's a lot. There's a lot of overhead, a lot of headache.
Right.
I don't want to do it. You got to work 24/7. I don't want to do it. So I started a catering business because, first of all, it was the easiest thing to start.
And what's the name of the catering company?
Carolina Girl Catering.
There you go, Carolina Girl Catering.
And I was like, yeah, that's the easiest thing to start. I don't need a lot of money up front because whatever I got, I can work with people and they can work with me, hopefully. But now that I've been doing the catering thing, I realized I do want my own restaurant.
Okay, here we go. We've transitioned to all right.
Because the thing is, like, it's fun to go other places and cook, but it's so much better for you to come to my house and eat with me because I'm an experience.
Well, when you open up your restaurant, I would like a free table.
Yeah, you got it, girl. Yeah, so now we're gonna add the broth.
I'm serious. I don't bake anything without having the recipe in your house.
Yes.
Because sometimes you forget things or you'd like to you're rushing. But for people at home, because again we want to help people create good, unique dishes at home. Even if you make a boo-boo, it's still alright. Keep going. Don't give up on the dish. Just keep moving along, right? So
exactly.
So how much would you say that this costs you to make per plate or total for the family? Because we're always talking about a budget and trying to maintain our finances. So how much would you say?
So total, if you cut the shrimp out, you can do this dish for about $20 or less.
Whoa. Did y'all hear that? $20 or less?
You definitely could. Maybe not from the grocery store buying your food, but
Use farmers.
Yes, I use farmers, and honestly, it is way more simple than people think. All you got to do most of the times is join a co-op, and you can get food for a certain amount of money a month or a certain amount of volunteer
And so
hours.
here in Richmond, we have the farmers market. We have the Plate RVA farmers market.
Yep.
You can go to any, especially now that it's fall.
Yes.
The markets are open, so just go down to the markets and get your vegetables and
Yep,
your fruits.
definitely.
That'll save a lot of money. Now with the shrimp.
Yeah. Now with the shrimp, it's probably gonna cost you. Shrimp is pretty expensive. I buy so the shrimp that I bought today was probably about $16 to $20 a pound.
If you want to be high and luxurious.
I'm a bit,
See, like my children, like my daughter, she doesn't like shrimp, so I wouldn't put shrimp in this dish.
There you go. And so I use dark meat chicken because there's more flavor in it. So now we're gonna come over here.
It's about to get loud, y'all.
Put it over here.
Ooh, a fancy
one. Alright, there we go.
I'm standing over here. I had to back up as soon as we got it on. I'm like,
there we go.
The kids might like that. That's something they can do. Press the button, baby. And then they can go ahead and.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so are we using breast, thigh?
Thigh. We're using thigh.
And why thigh?
More flavor.
Okay.
More flavor, fat. Okay. Just delicious.
Yes, I have a couple friends that love the thigh meat. So how many thighs are we using?
So I bought a pack of 6.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use 4, 6. However many. I would say 1 thigh per person. But we're gonna chop it up so it could definitely. You can extend it. Yeah.
Okay. We got chicken in.
We'll put the chicken in.
And I'm gonna help you by putting other chicken in.
Should I turn this fan on or no?
Oh, we're gonna turn on the fan.
Be careful.
I think. There we go. Hey, you know you're really cooking when you gotta turn on the fan. That's how you know you're really cooking.
At my mom's house, you can't cook without turning on the fan. I don't care if you're making a bowl of oatmeal, you better cut that fan on.
Oh my God, it's because the smoke alarm on the wall. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna cook until it's brown.
Uh-huh.
And then then dump it in that big pot to finish.
Yep, we're gonna add the curry to it as it's cooking. So it'll cook.
About how long?
So it'll get with the flavor. Maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Because we're gonna add it to the pot too, so it doesn't have to be completely.
I mean, I literally thought we were gonna add that to that, but oh wow, you're really gonna put it in the pot.
Yeah, we're gonna put some of the curry on here.
Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at that color. The beautiful color. Oh wow. Kids would love that because it's colorful.
Yeah.
And it's a, like I said, it's kind of a science to it. So for kids to be able to put that in their meat and say, oh, we're having green chicken.
Right? It's not like green eggs and ham. Yeah.
Green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that is too cool. All right, so Chef, what's up next for you?
Taking over the world.
Okay, Pinky.
No. The next thing for me is Richmond has been so very welcoming to me since I got here. That I just want to continue to show my love back to Richmond.
Okay.
When the world started opening back up this year, I started doing pop-ups again. And so my very first one was in February at Hatch, and then from there I've gone on to do local bars and breweries.
Okay, love that. So we gotta look out for.
Yep. So catch me around town, Carolina Girl Catering.
There you
see
go.
me at a pop-up, stop by, say hi, let me feed you.
Oh.
Let me feed you.
Well, I'm ready to get that down. I'm just waiting on this. Maybe we're gonna start a rivalry here, but I do want to know, how does the food scene in Richmond rival the food scene in Austin?
Oh, because it's apples and oranges. Can't compare. Completely different. Yeah, completely different. It's no need to compare any place to any place, right? Every place. Every place is unique and to its own thing. I will say Richmond is definitely not as far advanced as Austin is in the food scene.
Wow.
Austin is just a completely different
world.
Yeah, it's just a
we gotta
completely
catch up,
different world.
Richmond. Come on now. Who I gotta bring on the show next to help us catch up?
And that's not to say anything
negative. No,
negative. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful thing. I think honestly, there's a lot more time to appreciate everything that is in Richmond,
right,
as far as the food scene, because we're all getting to watch each other grow into our best.
Okay, I love that. Oh man.
All right, so this is good. We're gonna add this to this pot now.
You're a tough chef because you ain't got not a pot handle going on that top.
So I'm old school. I came up in kitchens with a lot of French chefs.
No pot holders.
Yeah, they don't. I always have a towel.
Okay.
Sorry, wrong thing. I always got a towel. But yeah.
But man, your hands are made of steel.
Yeah, I've got a lot of got a lot of cuts and bruises.
So now what are we doing with our shrimp? We're gonna put it in that same chicken pan?
Yep, we're gonna put it in the same pan.
Oh wow. Okay. I love it. Okay, so question on the shrimp.
Yes.
Does the size matter? What size are those?
So these are pretty big shrimp. I think these are large shrimp.
Are those pre-cooked or
they're not?
frozen?
They're not pre-cooked.
Don't use. Okay.
Yeah, they're not pre-cooked.
So would you recommend not using the pre-cooked shrimp?
I would. Yes.
Okay.
I would definitely, because you want the flavor that the shrimp as it cooks up is going to give you.
Okay.
So yeah, I would definitely say don't use pre-cooked shrimp, but ain't nothing wrong with it. If you got to, you got to.
You got to, you got to.
Got to, you got to.
Okay, and so we're just cooking these shrimp until they turn pink.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah, because shrimp is a delicate thing, so you don't want to overcook shrimp.
Ooh, that smells good.
So we're actually going to cook this shrimp.
Oh, man.
And then put it on top of the soup when we go to eat it, yeah? Because we don't want to put it in there and make it overcooked.
Oh, that's what I thought we were going to... See, this is why I don't cook again.
So the shrimp will overcook if we put it in that soup pot.
Oh, okay, so don't add the shrimp to the pot.
Exactly. So you're going to... That's this one pot meal, then this is... We're going to be over here on the side, and we're going to leave this over here on the side.
Okay, again, this is why I don't cook. Cook like that. Oh, but we're going to use the rest of the green sauce.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we're definitely going to use all that curry. So whatever's left in there, we'll just pour it to the soup pot.
Oh, man.
And this is so flavorful, like honestly, like we're just going to finish with salt. We just really don't need it. Like,
wow.
It's just such a flavorful
The only seasoning you've used today that I've seen is the ground cumin,
Yep.
the black pepper.
That's it. I got salt right here, but we're just gonna do it
That's the
later.
last thing.
Yeah. The seasoning came from the garlic, the shallot, the onion, the lime, the ginger,
Love
the
that.
broccoli, the cauliflower, the kale.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Okay. So, what is your favorite dish for you that you like to cook for yourself?
Honestly, buttered noodles. One of my favorite things in this world.
Once again, why did you not bring the buttered noodles? She's over here telling about all this other food, and I'm like, why don't we have that?
Buttered noodles might be one of my favorite things.
Buttered
Also, my mom is Italian, so we grew up eating gravy, which is what she calls red sauce, tomato sauce, and pasta like at least once a week. So it's just comforting. It's just a comfort dish to me.
Buttered noodles.
Yeah, buttered noodles or noodles with red sauce, but buttered noodles, I mean, ain't nothing better. Salt, pepper, a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it.
Killing me over here.
That's it. That's all we need, girl.
Okay. Oh, so that's what you do.
Yep, so these are done.
Okay.
All right.
Are we gonna plate now?
Almost.
I'm so ready.
We're almost there, girl.
Oh my
Almost.
gosh, look at that. That is so gorgeous.
Yeah, we should be. Let's see what's going on in here.
Ah, the smells of a happy kitchen, of a happy home.
All right, so now
Uh-oh.
it's about there. So I'm taking my tasting spoon, taste it, see what else we need. And then this will be the time when we add the salt, yeah?
Ooh, you got a strong tongue too. That's hot. Is it good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, y'all, the best part of the show, well, to me it is, when we get to see the food, the masterpiece plated, and I can taste it. Ooh, now we're adding pepper. Okay.
Yeah, we'll add a bit more.
Chef, this has been so awesome. I'm just like seeing how a masterpiece is put together. I think that is so cool.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I can't wait to eat it.
I
And I'm gonna take
appreciate
the
that.
leftovers home.
All right.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
You want me to get you a fancy bowl?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please.
Here we
ma'am.
go.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me add the rest of this in there
Add
real
that in
quick.
there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna
You
stand
can
here
still
like
get a
this.
bowl. That's a beautiful china pattern.
Ooh. I would like to thank our lovely, wonderful friend Gwen for donating this beautiful china for season 3
Thank you,
of
Gwen.
Beyond the Plate RVA. Isn't this gorgeous? Yay! So we're gonna eat highfalutin today. Curry in our highfalutin china. You'll be seeing this all season because I'm gonna use the heck out of these plates. Right? These plates and bowls. I'm gonna place it right there
All right.
so that when you drop my plate in there. You know things are
So when I drop your plate, yeah, when you start doing the food dance, that's how you know.
We're ready. And I noticed you only use one utensil the whole meal prep too. That one big beautiful wooden spoon.
Isn't it beautiful too? Isn't it a beauty? Just look at that.
You know you got you equipped when she's only using one spoon. You should call this the one spoon hot dish. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Woo! What you need to scoop in there? Everything.
Some liquid, yeah.
Ooh, look.
Some of the liquid.
Why does we got the white stuff?
Why does it what? The cauliflower.
It looks like potatoes, so I'm getting really excited. Oh, could you put potatoes in this?
You could? Oh yeah. Oh girl, that would be really good.
I'm a genius. Send me my percentage.
Right.
Okay. Ooh. Oh yes, I definitely want sauce. Okay, good. All right, y'all. The time has come. Hold on.
Just hold on.
You can't tell people to wait for good food. That ain't right. and my shrimp too. Ooh. What a way to usher in the fall. I love it.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
With green. Ooh.
There we go.
I want the people to hear me eating this dish.
All right, hold on.
The excitement.
Hold on. Got a little bit of
She's gotta make it
avocado.
look pretty. I'm over here like salivating, just waiting for this. And she's making me wait by adding more pretty stuff. This is a beautiful green.
This is a very green dish.
I love it though. You know, green is good luck money.
Hey,
There we go.
and we need that, don't we? Let's go.
Yes. Okay. I'm still doing my happy dance. Fresh avocado. Do we have to do an avocado?
No.
You're doing this is just for me, right?
Yep. This is just because I'm being fancy.
I love it. Okay. And she's cutting it fancy too. Y'all, this has been an
You giving
awesome
me too much
episode.
credit, girl.
I know, but you deserve it. This was
Well,
beautiful.
thank you. I
I'm eating
appreciate
mushrooms I've never eaten before on a fantastic. Look at that. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put this in the camera before I eat it. Devour. Look at that. Y'all. So, look at this salt right there. I'm just gonna dump that on there. Just a tad. Pepper. Oh my God.
And then
Oh Lord, what we got next?
just gonna finish just a little.
Oh, the lime.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay, you're not gonna see it
Let's
right
see.
now. Hold on.
Let's
Okay,
see
wait.
how you like it.
Okay, be silent.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Let me get the avocado.
Gotta put my feet in it. Both of them.
She put all her. Listen. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Beyond the Plate RVA.
Thank you.
Chef Robin Carter.
Thank you so
Girl,
much.
come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all on the next episode. I'm gonna go eat.
Y'all catch me out.